capacity that includes the adults. So there is a need for us to speak the language of inclusion. And when you talk about the inclusion, you now begin to talk about giving the teacher the capacity that she needs to be able to support. It's not the same time, it's not the same instruction that you give a child that doesn't have disability, the same instruction that you're going to give a child that have disability. There's a need for you to tailor it to the person's need. We have this that we talk about learning at one's pace. That is task. So it's very important for us to understand that. I know that it's something that is capitally intensive to carry out this training, and also the materials that we are talking about in terms of trying to provide this support. I think last year we also did an assessment here, which also enabled like I mentioned, our stakeholders that we worked with for them to be able to come around and also provide some of the support. Even during that assessment, we have those that did that of the audiology that came around, and with the specialists, with the instrumental, they were able to support some of the children that have that hearing challenge. You and I will believe that when you talk about disability, we are talking about poverty. It goes hand in hand. We have to face the truth. These are the challenges. If I'm someone who maybe I had an accident and they cut off my leg, for instance, and they say that they have to amputate my leg, for instance. If I don't have the money, that means they are going to amputate it. But if I have the money, I can be able to afford the support, the service for my leg not being cut off. Then, for instance, if I don't have, they cut off my leg, I'm now amputated. It has a way of affecting my livelihood. It has a way of limiting a little bit. So that is why we have to see persons with disability as blessings to support them. There's a need to support. Someone look at it at times that it's not their right, it's their right. If I'm a person with disability and you pass and just close the door, I don't need to beg you to say, please help me. It's my right. If you be able to pass, it's also my right for me to pass. I don't need to tell you Allah for you to understand that, okay, I always tell you to do for you. These are the things, it has to do with more of our attitude, the way we think, the way we reason. There's a need for us to begin to change it. Even the language, at times, you forget about that the person is out. You call him good. Some people, we do this. It's wrong. For you to be able, we need to also kind of put ourselves in everyone's shoe. Because nobody prayed to have that disability. And if you say that today you are not a person with disability, you may not know tomorrow. And definitely, as long as we pray to live to get old, we must become person with disability. It must. Because disability comes with age. When you are aging, some of these organs has a way of going weaker. You may not be able to see. You begin to need your glasses. You may not be able to. Those abilities that you had earlier on to work, that fast, you may not be able. So some of those, it comes, that hearing, someone needs to come closer to speak for you to be able to hear, and even louder. So there is a need for us to understand that disability inclusion is the language that each and every one of us needs to speak. At every level here we find ourselves, as we try to celebrate today, International Day of Education, it's very, very important for us to carry down to our family, down to our colleagues where we work, to let them understand that inclusion in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of any sector that we can think of, that there is a need for us to make sure that we speak that language. Children with disability need to go to school. It's their right. We are not helping them. There's a need for us to understand that. And above all, I want to assure you that CBN, as the name implies, stands for persons with disability. We have always involved in times of celebration of international days, programs. There is a program that we carried out, that was last 2 years, a COVID response program that we carried out. 80% of the beneficiaries will be a person with disability. We try to make sure that everything that we do, that persons with disability are always in number one. They are always at the center of whatever decision we are taking. Take for instance, even if it's project that we want to set up, we make sure that journalists, persons with disability are involved. And not only involved, they actively participate. We make sure that their own view counts. We want to do it this way. What do you think? Is it okay? Fine, give us your own view. They give us, and we make sure that we tailor it, and most of the times, it used to be wonderful. Take for instance, in terms of our WASH intervention, we make sure we provide those platforms that enable a person with disability to move in with his wheelchair without the need of support saying, please help me, to move in, access the water point, and also just like the way someone without disability, we provide grant where you can also use it to support yourself, because we know that inclusion is the way to go. If you say we are one, we should speak the language of one. Thank you all.